Your tongue.
Oh.
We can't use anyone here who spreads panic among the people.
There was someone else warning you before, and now there's a second person warning you of the same thing, and you won't believe. Somehow I don't think that you will give me the eye if I tell you that I defeated the Sleeper.
Somebody already reported the dragons here?
Yes. The fellow's name was Diego.
Diego!
I think so, in any case. I warned him just like you. But the lunatic just wouldn't stop getting on my nerves.
That's been known a long time.
Diego is actually one of the friends of Gothic 1. Like the 4 or 5 friends that you can get in Gothic 1. He was one of them. In the old camp. So, yeah, he's back in the Valley of Mines. And he knows about this situation, so, yeah, let's hope we can find him at some point in this game.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
It was just what you said.
I never knew that.
Well, no, he's obviously a bit ignorant, so let's ask where we can find Lord Hagen.
Where can I find the commander of the city guard?
Lord Andre can be found in the barracks at the other end of the city.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all just gossip.
Wait, Lord Andre? No, I want to go to Lord Hagen.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Oh,
Got
right.
my own opinion about that. All right. Explain the rules of the city to me.
First, the Honorable Paladin Lord Hagen resides in the upper quarter, along with his
Ah.
It's all
troops.
just gossip.
That is why access to the upper quarter is allowed only to honorable citizens. Second, the town hall in the upper quarter is now the command post of the paladins. Only the paladins themselves and members of the militia have access to it.
That was obvious.
And
all along.
third, whoever is accused of a crime must exonerate himself with the commander of the militia. Any
I never
questions?
see that. I can't help it.
Yeah, am I...
did
No,
you
I'm
pick
not a
that up
citizen,
then?
of course. It's the first time I'm in this city.
That's been known a long time.
How do I become?
How do I become a citizen of the town?
Only those with regular jobs will be considered citizens of the town. But don't think that you'll be admitted to Lord Hagen just because you're a citizen of the town. As a
Never knew
citizen,
that.
you have access to the upper quarter, nothing more. Only as a member of the militia will you have access to the town hall.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Okay, so the only 2 jobs that we found in this world so far are first as a day laborer for Lothar, which is not a real job, and the other one which we heard of is as a mercenary for the other peasant, which is also not the way to become a citizen. So yeah, we have to find a job inside this town.
And it's gonna get even worse.
Where can I find work?
You'll have to apply as an apprentice to one of the masters here in the lower part of the city. As soon as a master accepts you, you are a citizen of the town.
Only wait and see.
However, the other masters must agree to it.
That's terrible.
That's the custom here in Pyranha. If you were thinking about looking for work in the harbor district, forget it.
You don't say.
The scum of the city live there. Don't even go there. You would regret it.
I can't tell you
Okay.
everything.
That was quite obvious.
He said that, right?
Don't tell this to
That
anyone.
only proper citizens can go there. So
I get so worked up.
yeah, maybe I should
Everybody knows
join the
that.
militia because they can enter the
That would be a
upper
problem.
quarter too, I think.
How do I get accepted into the militia?
By express command of Lord Hagen,
can't
only citizens of
Oh,
the
God
town
damn
will
it.
be admitted into the militia.
Who
I
says
see.
things like that?
If you want to know more, speak to Lord Andre in the barracks.
Deserve that.
Oh damn it! So we have to become a
These are
citizen
bad
in
times.
order to get to Lord Hagen. All right. No, not that. What do I have to
That's what I've
do?
always said.
No, I don't want your armor. Where can I spend the night?
Where can I spend the night here?
If you're looking for a place to sleep, go to the hotel directly across from the barracks. The paladins pay for the lodging of all travelers who come to the city. The traveling traders from the marketplace are also lodged there.
No, that's
Everybody knows
nice.
that
We
now.
can sleep for free.
I can't believe that. I've got to go.
If I hear one more time that you are telling people here about dragons, you will be in big trouble. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Enough trouble
And
as it is.
off he goes to the upper quarter,
not what my
which
husband
is
thinks.
guarded. We could enter the upper quarter with the same trick that I mentioned for these guards. Just draw your weapon and run through there. But I won't do that because it's silly
Say
and
you didn't know
it
that.
destroys the atmosphere. So,
Honestly, I noticed it myself.
well, here we are. And we have to get a job. So, Merchant Street and
It
upper
works
quarter.
all right, too.
This seems to be the Merchant Street.
I've got my own opinion
Oh,
about that.
let's have a look at
That's not what I
these
heard.
signs. This seems to be,
That's the first
well,
I've
a
heard
general
of it.
merchant, I guess. And
These are
this
bad
is
times.
like, oh, a bow maker.
You
Okay,
must have
very
never
good.
knew that. Here.
Who says
Hello.
things?
Hey, you're new in town, huh?
Yes, and what about you?
I've come from the mainland, and now I'm hanging around here. I'm almost out of gold, so all I can do now is join the militia, I guess. But I don't want to do that. I won't be slaughtered by those orcs on the king's behalf.
Believe that. You didn't get that.
What can you tell me?
me about the militia?
One of the paladins has taken command. A certain Lord Andre. He's trying to mobilize half the city in case the orcs attack. But you need to be a citizen of the town in order to be admitted. As far as I know, if you're not a citizen, you can train anyway. But you won't be officially
It's
admitted.
the first I've heard of it.
I see, I see.
I know better off myself.
That's what
Has
I
anything exciting happened?
You could say that. They robbed Bosper the bowmaker. What a brazen thing to do, I tell you.
I don't believe
The fellow just ambled into the shop in broad daylight and grabbed himself a bow. And Bosper right after him, hollering, "Stop right there, you rogue!" But the thief was too fast.
Can't believe that.
Okay. So we learned about another oh, it's getting dark already. We learned about another faction that is actually like a sub-faction in this town. You can always join the Thieves Guild, no matter which faction you belong to. So you can be in both, in like the Thieves Guild and, I don't know, the Militia or the Monastery and so on. Normally I do that, I gladly do that, because I really love it to go into other people's house and steal stuff, because it's an easy way to get money. But for now, for this Let's Play, I won't do that, because I think
That would be a problem.
you should only steal if there is really no other choice to survive, like we did in the beginning, because we really needed the money. But from now on, we have enough money to survive. We can sleep here for free. So why should we steal from innocent people? Yeah, so this is the Merchant Street, I think. And it probably... oh, there is another one of these. To Marketplace, to Upper Quarter, and to Harbour. Okay, this is the Merchant Street. It's not very long. And there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the honorable no, not merchants, but I don't know what the word is, but the workers, like the master. Yeah, masters, that's the word. And that is firstly this guy. No, not this guy, but this guy, Harad. So, hello.
I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. Brian will have finished his apprenticeship soon, and then he'll leave the city. Are you good for anything?
If you mean, do I know blacksmith's work?
No, that's not what I meant. Sooner or later, the orcs are going to lay siege to the city, and then the only men who will count will be those who are in a position to defend our city. And I won't take on anyone as an apprentice who will disgrace me by fleeing the city with the women and the good-for-nothings, instead of holding the fort here with the men.
I see, I see. You're one of those guys. Well...
I'm not a good-for-nothing.
Those are big words. Can you back them up with big deeds?
I defeated
you
the
getting
sleeper.
at?
Bring me an orc's weapon. Orcs have been seen near the city. With a bit of luck, you won't have to search for long. If you manage to bring one down, I'll take you on as an apprentice, provided the other masters agree.
I killed countless orcs in Gothic 1, so one of them won't be a problem. Yeah, actually, if you talk a bit more about this, no, not just now, you have to talk to someone else first, but if you talk a bit more about this, then he will agree that their task is much too difficult for you and will give you something easier. Slaying some bandits, I think. But yeah, we can do that. Why not? We killed so many orcs.
Do you sell weapons too?
Forget it. Everything I make goes to the paladins or the militia. I have a commission for 100 swords from Lord Hagen. He wants to equip the city guard.
Jeez, that guy has a voice. Phew. Okay. So, we have our task for...
Hey, you, wait. You look familiar to me.
What do you want?
I've seen your face before somewhere, right? Here, we found this picture on some bandits we picked up a few days ago. It looks a lot like you. Apparently, those guys were looking for you.
Again. So that bandit really was right. They were looking for me.
No, you've got to be mistaken. Everything's fine with me.
Whatever you say, stranger. But if that happens to be your mug after all, and if you have some problems, keep them outside of this town. Things are difficult enough here as it is. And strangers who bring trouble into the city don't stay here long. I hope I make myself clear.
Yes. That was the first master, and we know what we have to do in order to become an apprentice. And when we become an apprentice, we are a proper citizen, and that means we can go to the upper quarter. But for that, we need the agreement of at least 3 or 4 of the masters. I'm not too sure. At least, well, the majority. This is another master.
Hey, you!
Ah, fresh face. You're not from Corinus, are you? This is not a good time for travelers. Bandits everywhere, no work, and now the farmers have risen up too. What winds have blown you here?
I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about carpentry?
The only thing I can make out of wood is a fire.
And what about locks?
Well...
I'm sorry, but I can't use you if you know nothing about my trade. And I have no money to pay for an apprentice.
Great.
What if I want to start an apprenticeship with one of the other masters here?
All right, I shall give you my approval. But you had better get yourself the blessing of the gods first. Say, are you a man of faith?
Yes, of course.
Yes, a most humble servant, Master Thorben.
Then go to Vatras, the priest of Adanos, and have him give you his blessing. He will tell you where you can find a priest of Innos. You should get his blessing too. Once you have received the blessing of the gods, I shall vote for you.
Shouldn't I get, like, the blessing of Belia too? No? Probably not. Yeah, he can teach us how to pick locks and...
What do you know about the paladins?
Not much. They arrived by ship 2 weeks ago from the mainland. Since then, they have withdrawn to the upper end of town. Nobody here really knows exactly why they have come. Many are afraid of an attack by the orcs.